up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. I'm your host, Lexy.
And Billy here.
And it's time to take it to the ring. Alrighty.
This was a great episode. A little bit lackluster there at the beginning, but we got to see Davenport and Satamora face off again. And This is after their match a couple weeks ago when Davenport lost. And then after her loss, she attacked her from behind, hit her with an elbow. So we get to see that rematch, and it's for the championship. And it's a street fight, a Japanese street fight. Cool stuff.
Yes. And so this was actually my first time watching NXT UK. And it was definitely different than what I've watched before. But I liked it. It was different. It's different. It's like nice to have a nice switch up of things. So let's get right into this Wrestlecap.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 matches. So we're going to break down to you. So like we said, first up, we've got Meiko Satomura and Blair Davenport.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And then we've got the #1 tag team contenders for the championship, which is Oliver Carter, Ashton Smith, Jack Stars, and Dave Mastiff.
Yeah, those are some big guys. And then we also get to see Dawn and Mila Grace kind of go at it. And Dawn, she has like this little magic box that she uses, and it gives her like this voodoo advantage. So it's always fun to kind of watch her. But let's get right into it. The first fight card of the night. We get to see Carter and Smith versus Stars and Mastiff. And if, like you said, this is probably your first one seeing UK, so you've never seen Mastiff. That guy is fast for how big he is. He can move, and he's like a juggernaut, man. He gets going. It's really hard to slow him down. He's just a massive guy.
He had some really cool, like, I don't even know what to call that, like aerobic moves. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. But it was awesome seeing him fight. But 1 second, we actually have 2 comments in already.
Great, guys.
Already. Oh, this is totally different. But Shane McMahon released from WWE. It's indicate something going to big in pro wrestling entertainment business industry.
Yeah, I think for a while now, WWE has been making a lot of big changes, and that's just another one. It started with just releasing a lot of wrestlers, firing some wrestlers, hiring some new talent, bringing people from the UK over to NXT up to WWE, moving people around on Raw and SmackDown. There's been a lot of movement for a while now, so I don't think they're close. Plus, I think there's Disney's going to be buying WWE. There's rumors of that too. I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but I think
they have some sort of partnership, but I don't know if it's confirmed that they've bought it. But yeah, me and Lady J actually spoke about the whole Shane McMahon drama on Kick-Ass and Coffee. So stay tuned for that.
There's like rumors he's supposed to be going over to AEW, but like, what would he even do there? I think Lady J said it best. Was he going to be just like yoking ankles, like outside of the ring?
That's so true. And he said one more comment. He said, I think Shane McMahon is going to buy Impact Wrestling very soon.
I wonder if he's got the bankroll for that.
I don't know.
He's got the McMahon name.
That's true. So he probably, I don't know. Let's see how many zeros he has in his bank account. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's get into this first match. Now, throughout this entire match, we see Mustache Mountain like in the booth with the announcers, and we get a first-hand look of who they may be defending against their championship.
Yeah, and normally when you see wrestlers up there, they just do nothing but talk trash the whole time.
Yeah,
and these guys, they're so humble. They were just enjoying the match. They're just cool. Didn't really have much to say. They just wanted to see who they were going to be wrestling.
It was the most peaceful little announcement booth I've ever seen. Usually it's like, I'm used to seeing like freaking MJF back there pissed and throwing a fit and like, so this is very different.
Or jumping out and getting into the ring, or after the match going backstage fighting. We saw that last week in UK with Jinny and Amal. But yeah, that's so Stars and Carter, they face off first, and it's kind of a bit slow. They're working each other, really just kind of feeling themselves out. You see like a nice Roman knuckle lock, but it's pretty slow for the first bit.
Yes, and then we get Mastiff in, and he slams Smith. Like, this guy has, he is so strong. Like, his appearance, he looks strong, but like he actually reminds me of the Hulk. Like, he is so strong.
He's fast, man. You don't expect it just from his build, you know, because he looks top heavy, just kind of his build and the way he holds himself.
Yeah.
But he gets going back and forth on those ropes, and he came in, and gosh, she's got to be every bit at 250, 280 around there, and then just a big senton. And then he ends up getting like double teamed, but is able to kind of like roll out after this. Yeah, see, it takes two of them to lift this man. That's how big he is.
Like, that is insane.
But he dips out and he gets a breath, and it was a very smart move. He has experience. He knew what he was doing. But then he kind of waits to the 9 count before he gets back in.
Yeah. I'm interested to know, how long has he been doing this for, if you know, by chance?
You know what? I don't. I've been watching NXT for a few months now, and he's been in it the whole time. So I think he's a veteran. He's been around. And Stars is in fantastic shape. He's looking great. I mean, even the last few months, he's gotten in better shape. He's looking really good.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Stars is in, and he's like, he works Smith. I mean, he comes in strong. He's another one who his capabilities show, especially throughout this match. Smith counters with a great roll through. I mean, he is really skilled. Like, I think they all are. I was really fascinated to see like the different kind of wrestlers that NXT UK brings. It's like a different, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's kind of old school. You know, it's
maybe
not
that's
a lot of the trickery moves. Like, they're out there beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I feel like what I've watched so far has been a lot of like glitz and glams, which is cool because I like seeing that. I love seeing that. But this seemed very like so real and intense that I was like biting my nails. I'm like, oh my God.
And they keep the backstage stuff to a minimum, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
And the matches, they last longer than 2-3 minutes. And if you've ever wrestled before, 3-4 minutes is exhausting. Even if you've ever been in a fight, it is absolutely exhausting. So to see these guys go out there for 30-40 minutes, you know, in each match, and really kind of it shows how great shape they are, or what great shape they're in, and how much endurance they have. And because it's still NXT, so they are kind of rookies, they're up and comers, so they really go hard, man. It's great. And then you see some like really great tandem rope work and tag team work with Carter and Smith. And that's another neat dynamic. They really were able to work the bigger, massive, and more skilled Stars with great tag team work. And they did a great job working them all the way around the ring.
They really did. I was extremely impressed. And then we see Stars. He's fighting out of the corner with a great suplex, and he's given some room for a tag at this point.
I felt like he should have just gone in for the cover on that. He shouldn't have tagged out. He got a great suplex.
Yeah.
He was stunned. Get the cover, man.
Yeah, I absolutely 100% feel the same way. And now Stars was like begging for a tag in this, but Mastiff shook it off, and he's like, no, I got it. But this was like the downfall in the match, honestly, I'd have to say.
Yeah, he was already pretty beat up and worn out. He should have tagged out and should have let Stars in. Stars was fresh. And that ended up kind of doing it. So Mastiff missed like this huge spear that he was just committed to. Like we said, he's a juggernaut. Well, he gets going, he can't stop. And he just hit that pole so hard. It almost looked like the whole ring shook. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have so much power. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to lift up this whole ring? Like, the amount of strength these guys have. Like, Smith takes full advantage of this, and he is tagging in. He is hitting a great tag team and then we get a body slam for the win.
Yeah, it was great. They kind of used each other. You can kind of see it in that picture. He came off the ropes and then just came down. Really cool stuff. And that's awesome. Again, that's how they took this win, is because of their tag team work. And Mastiff, he should have tagged out, man. That was his fault.
Yeah, I mean, him, like, when Mastiff missed that like huge committed spear, and then he was in that corner post, that's when I kind of was like, okay, I think I know where this
Yeah.
is going.
It was a
And
bit of an upset. I really didn't see them losing. I like watching Stars and Massive. They're really good wrestlers. But they both made critical mistakes. You know, Stars not taking that cover when he should have.
yeah,
Massive not tagging out like he should have. And it cost them the match. And now they don't get their tag team championship shot up against Mustache Mountain.
yeah,
So Carter and Smith move on, and good for them. I was happy for them. It was a great match. And this was a good episode. Smith and Carter definitely earned it. And they go right after this match. They have this great kind of recap. So if you guys didn't see the episode last week with Dragunov and the Irish Ace going at it, that was a great match. It was like a prison fight. There's nobody in the ring. It was completely empty. No audience members, just a ref. It went backstage. They were beating each other up with speakers, and it was just nuts. Definitely check that one out, especially if you're a big wrestling fan. If you're a fight fan in general, check that match out. And it's on our Wrestlecap too. It's from last week. Check it out for sure.
Yeah. And then we get some craziness. We get De Familia is jumping Fraser in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just one more promo for what's about to happen. And
they just keep picking on that guy, man. They're turning into bullies of NXT UK. It was practically a mugging. And you know, the poor guy's car wouldn't start. So I wonder if they had something to do with that, because he got out to pop the hood and they just appeared out of nowhere.
That's true. I feel like it was definitely a setup.
Yeah.
Definitely a setup. All right. Bastards. So for our next fight card of the night, we have Dawn versus Grace. And this was a pretty epic.
Yeah, it was a fast match, but it was definitely intense. And you know, like I said earlier in the match, ever since she's gotten that little evil box of hers, it's really changed the game for her, giving her this big advantage. I'm not into like Satan worshiping, but it helps her get the win, and ever since then she's been doing that. So
yeah, I think it was kind of crazy to see like the back and forth between the two of them, because it was like the kind of match that you have to keep rewinding and almost like go really slowly because it's so fast paced.
Yeah. And it was a very fast match. You know, nothing really stood out to me in this match. You know, Dawn just came in and handled business. She made quick work. This was a really quick match. And just did like this, set her up into a fireman carry and did like this swinging, I think it's called an alabaster slam is the move. And she did that for the win and just made quick work of her. It was a fast match. Like I said, that was really the only thing that kind of stuck out to me, other than like some mean strikes and kicks. And then like, so that was over. She gets to move on, and I'm ready for her. So Dawn's kind of an up and comer. Let's see what she can do for us. Keep that devil stuff away from me, though. I don't want that juju.
Yeah, no, I do not want none of that juju. I know, watching it, I was like, but yeah, I think the part to me that because I worded this as epic. The part to me that's epic is to see how fast this all happened and the strength that girl has. Like you said, I don't know if it has to do because she is worshiping the devil. I don't know, but if that's the case, then that must be the reason why she has the capabilities. Because man, she is one strong girl.
No, I would agree. I mean, epic was a good description, just not in the way where it was all this crazy.
Not like, oh my god,
bam!
It's not like
she came in and worked that poor girl, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then we go backstage and we get to see Amal, and she's a new wrestler. She's from Paris, France. She's actually the first female wrestler from France. And she's wrestled about 4 or 5 times now, and she's getting interviewed, but gets interrupted by Nina there in her show, and kind of, I don't know, she insults her.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, Amal looks like she just wants to like beat her ass. She is just not having it, and like Nina is insulting her, and she's saying like, I don't understand what all the hype is with this girl. Like, Amelia isn't even all that, and then she challenges her to a match. So. Hopefully,
Amelia's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Let's go. She can fight. She's tough. I like her a lot. We'll get to see more coming from her.
Maybe we'll see them next week.
Yeah. And then right after that, we see another promo with Cladwell and Roach. Maybe they're fighting. Oh no, that's Dar backstage. Yeah, they're And that was it. So that's pretty cool. Roach it's a cheesy name, but he's surprisingly good. And I don't know what it is with over there in UK, but every week they have some sort of segment about Dar and his manager doing like some bets. And I've never gambled, so I don't understand the bookie talk and what they're saying and the scores and points and all that. But you see a little bit of that backstage, and that's just setting up for some sort of scheme I'm sure they got working up.
I didn't realize this was like a weekly thing, that they do this every week.
Yeah, Dar's always got something to say about some fighter. Yeah. The Supernova. He's good though. It's kind of funny when he wrestles. He goes into the corner for a break. He has a flask that his manager gives him. And
Oh my
like, I don't. Maybe it's whiskey. Maybe it's water. I don't know.
I don't think it's water. All right, let's get into the fun stuff now. We talked a little bit about this earlier on Fight Kitties, but man, Davenport versus Meiko Satomura. This was insane.
It was a great match. It's been leading up. Like I said, they've had some beef for a while, and Davenport is an up-and-comer. She's really strong. Sakamura is no lightweight, man. She's good. She's been around for a long time. She's fought over in Japan. And then, like I said, this was a Japanese street fight. No rules. And there were just weapons everywhere. Underneath the ring, outside of the ring, they were just set up. It was like props for a movie or something.
But nobody had anything stuffed in their pants today.
No, they kept their panties clean.
They kept them clean. Yeah, I mean, like freaking Davenport's coming out with like kendo sticks.
Yeah.
And she was fast with it. Like she used them quick. She utilized them to her advantage. And I mean, remember, this is no disqualifications. Like, this is just a major beatdown between the two of them, which no wonder this ended in an injury.
Yeah, spoiler. Yeah, there's no countouts either. So I mean, they spent a lot of time outside of the ring beating the crap out of each other. And then Sakamura, she's sitting down in the chair and she just like eats this massive thrust kick from Davenport. And while she was sitting down like that, I don't know. It's like, get a breather another way. Like, look at that. She just got creamed and like flipped backwards out of the chair. And she just took it.
Yeah.
Beast. And then Nunchucks came out. Like, where did Nunchucks come out? Sakamura's like, look like Bruce Lee.
Seriously. And then Sakamura, she ends up wrapping a chain around her leg. And then she kicks the crap out of Davenport with the chain wrapped around her leg. So you can just imagine how that must feel.
You heard like a ting from the chains hitting her face.
You literally could hear it. Yeah.
And it was on for most of the match. I don't think she ever took it on. She like wrapped it up.
She
I don't know if she like
didn't.
locked it in. She's just walking around with a chain around her ankle the whole match. The rest of the match. Yeah. It was crazy.
I was like surprised it stayed on.
Yeah. They end up back into the ring, and then Davenport gets her kendo stick again, and she's getting mounted, and she just fights off Sakamura with this kendo stick, just beating the crap out of her.
Yeah, and then at this point, we're seeing a crap ton of weapons. I mean, chairs, cans, chains, sticks, everything. I mean, what the hell were we missing?
Yeah, I mean, at one point she even had the turnbuckle like come along to tighten it down. And she was stuffing her fingers, Sakamura's fingers into it, and like cranking them back. Davenport was just showing no like. It was just it was bad.
Yeah, like you could see in this picture, Davenport is working her with the stick. I mean,
and looking good doing it. I like her outfit. You know, it helps her move around, and she looks good too. I'm a fan of Davenport.
Sometimes I'm like, I wonder about their outfits. I'm like, how do you? Because like I think like, okay, if they can wrestle in it, I could probably work out in it. I could not work out in that outfit. I feel like I just couldn't. Sometimes I'm like, how do things not fall out? How do things stay in place? I want to know. They must have some sort of design team or something that helps them create.
Yeah, a lot of like those stickers underneath it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, this week in NXT 2.0, you saw Sheree. She was wrestling in pajamas. I've never seen that before. I don't think I could do that.
No. I don't think I can either. It'd be really sweaty, I feel like.
Yeah.
And like restricting.
End up weighing 10 pounds by the end of the match.
Seriously. And so now we get Davenport. She's hitting a huge stomp from the top, but landed kind of weird.
Yeah.
which I don't know, but she was feeling it. I mean, she looks like she twisted her ankle and ouch.
Yeah, and that was, she came down pretty hard. She was all the way on the top post. It was tough to get a good picture of that just because it was so fast.
Yeah.
But you know, Davenport did. She like twisted or broke her ankle or something. She was just screaming in pain, and you know, I really felt for her. And you could even see the ref kind of like really checking her out, making sure she was okay. And Satamora, like even her, you could see she had sympathy. They were fighting their competitors. That's what they do, but she knew she was hurt, and you could see it on her face too.
Yeah.
Really
like
sad.
at this point, I'm like, all right, guys, it's time to wrap it up because there's gonna be way too many injuries. I mean, like it was crazy. What like this for anybody that says that this is fake, this part, there's no way that you could say.
She came down. That has to be what, at least 15 feet. She came down and just stomped her, and then landed, twisted her ankle.
You could totally see her ankle, like the way that it. Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh
you can't fake that. You can't fake a 17-foot jump.
No.
Like you can't do. So yeah, then especially with like the NXT stuff, because these people are they're up and comers. They want to show off. They go hard. And it was really kind of sad to see the ref call it. It needed to. She couldn't move. She was just in such pain. You could hear it. I was kind of shocked. I thought it was like, oh, she's hyping it up a little bit. No, you just pure agony in her pain. I really did feel for her. Now, Satamora, she did accept her win, but she looked very reluctant. She was very hesitant. She was like, you know, I don't want to win this way. You know, she's a fighter, so she wanted to win, not kind of get a technicality like this because the ref called it.
Yeah, which I get. But yeah, like at the end of the show, there was pictures of, I don't remember if it was shown in the show, but I got a picture of this morning where you could see Davenport like on like a little gurney that they're like helping her.
Yeah, they was on the very end. Yeah, they did take her out on the stretcher.
So I mean, just crazy.
I feel for her. You know, an injury like that, when you're a wrestler, it's going to be a few weeks before you come in. Ankles are serious. I've rolled my ankles a couple times, man. It sucks. You're down for a while.
Oh my God. There was a trampoline park when I was growing up, like by my house. And my mom always said I couldn't go because she said that I was going to hurt myself. And the one day that I went, and I finally got her to say yes, she ends up saying, I was in the big trampoline thing. I used to do dance, so I was doing a front handspring. And a bunch of kids came running in. So instead of me trying to land it, I landed on like one of the kids because they came running in, and my ankle fully twisted around. Broke, like I was terrible. It didn't break anything. It was a sprain, I believe, but I was out for like a few weeks, like everything. I couldn't move. It was painful. So imagine falling from 15 feet and your ankle twisting. On top of the fact someone stomping on it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, your feet have way more nerve endings than most of your body, your hands and your feet, you know, so that's why it hurts as much as it does. Trampolines suck, man. I missed one on the trampoline in the backyard and went through the springs, which is like balls deep in it, and got split. I was like, I don't like trampolines.
Oh boy. All right. We got a comment here.
Cool.
Unfortunate turn of events. They do call it high risk, right? Wish her a speedy recovery. That's true.
Yeah. No risk, no reward. Davenport was trying to get that win. She was not playing around that whole match. And that's what made this an upset. You know, I feel for her. It's hurt. It may sound selfish, but I wanted that fight to go through. I want to see who could win.
Yeah. So hopefully we get a rematch once we get Davenport feeling better and, you know, things are all settled. But as you guys know, here on Take It to the Ring, we love giving a fight card rating. So 5, we've got Fight Forever.
We got 4. This is awesome.
3 is You Still Got It.
Yep. And then you got a 2, which is just a what, you know.
And 1 is boring. Watch us because you'll have way more fun here, I promise. And
now, what would you give this episode? This was your first NXT UK. Definitely, they do it different across the pond for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it like a 2.5, 2.6. The reason why is because I think even though like I did say, like, you know, it's different because I'm used to the glitz and glams and like, but I kind of love the glitz and glams, like the buildup of the drama and like a little bit of this didn't have much backstage, but I like when the backstage sets up for the match that's like coming up, because it makes things a lot more intensified. And I think that maybe I'm just biased because I've been watching AEW for the past few weeks, so I'm like finally like liking it, like enjoying it. But I think that it was just different. It was just different. But yeah, like you said, also like I really wish in that last match we would have seen like a real fight and not it having to end up the way that it did. Because that would like they have been like waiting for this match to happen, and then it happens this way. It's like
you never really want to ever see somebody get seriously hurt and have to go to the hospital or anything like that. It is a sport. It's a competitive sport. And nobody wishes anything bad to happen unless it's NASCAR, right? We hope crashes happen. But this I would have to agree, and it kind of sucks. This was your first NXT episode. It wasn't the best. I gotta agree. It was kind of a what. The first match of the night should not be the best match of the night. And the tag team was great, but even that was a big upset. Seeing two of the wrestlers, you know, Massive and Stars that I like, lose the match because of errors. And then the Dawn match was just a squash match. That was really quick. And then not seeing the Satamora and Davenport come into full fruition and seeing that go through. I think I got to say, like, what, you know, but they still got it. I'm still a fan. I'll come back.
They still got it. Yeah, that's what I said. 2.5.
Yeah,
what?
Right
and
there.
You still got it. I'll give them a chance. Give them a chance. But okay, before we wrap up and, you know, say our goodbyes, I want to announce something that's really exciting that's happening on Fight Kitties. So we're doing a trivia. It's going to be an Elimination Chamber trivia, which is really exciting. So our show is on every day. There's this exact same, however you're watching it today, you'll be able to watch it at 9 a.m. So as long as you get on at 9 a.m. and comment that you want to participate, we'll be sending you a link so you'll get a chance to come up on the screen with us. We'll get to see your beautiful, gorgeous faces. We don't ever get to see. We just see either a little icon that says the first letter of your name. And so we're going to have a trivia that's going to go on for 2 weeks. And there's going to be a winner every day. And then on the 9th day, obviously we'll have 9 winners at that point. The 10th day, where all those 9 winners are going to get together for the ultimate Elimination Chamber trivia. And the winner is going to have a awesome swag bag with a bunch of goodies.
Great, take it to the ring swag.
Yeah.
Well, keep Tijan out of that. He's going to be really good. He's going to win.
He is going to win. So if you guys want a chance to, be sure you guys got the notifications on for Kick-Ass and Coffee, and that you're there early commenting that you want to participate, because we're only taking those first few people, those first 6 people, I believe, who want to participate. Jump on, guys. Jump on and get a chance to win a swag bag.
Yeah, who doesn't like swag?
Yeah. Oh, Keith, my boy Keith, he's back on our live.
What's up, Keith?
Riddle comes up with the craziest things. How did he come up with the marathon-style triathlon with Chad Gable?
Billy Madison. That's why. I think he just eats a bunch of edibles and just does the first thing that pops into his head.
You know, when I first was watching it, I was like, is this a facade, or is he actually stoned the whole time?
I think that's just him, man. Either that or it's like he's just a burnout. Smoked way too much back in school and just hung around like Spicoli.
Because it's like, it's almost as if he's like stuck. Like he's just like stuck in thought. Like that's how to explain it. Like he is stuck in thought. But yeah, they're really, I think he's funny.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it.
That's how he comes up with those ideas. They answer your question.
Yeah, probably eats a bunch of edibles. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please leave them in there. Don't forget about our Elimination Chamber trivia that's coming up, because you too could win some awesome stuff.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, let us know if you want to talk about anything. We'll keep you in the loop. We love talking to you fight fans.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. And for more WrestleCap videos like this, click that link.
Link down below.
It's right there below. And don't forget, you know, we hit 20,000 subscribers. I'll wear that singlet.
Yeah.
Or not singlet, the onesie.
The onesie. If you guys want to see Billy. I don't think I could fit into my singlet. If you guys want to see Billy in a baby onesie, then get us to 20K. And oh, we got one more comment. I'll say in the Late Warrior style, this is going to be the ultimate elimination chamber trivia. Yeah,
WWE, you got to come back after that lackluster Royal Rumble. Sorry, you got to redeem yourself. So far, so good. I like it. That's going to be a pretty stacked match. We get to see Bobby and Lesnar in the same ring. And then, Mysterio is going to be in there too, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, that's all we have for you guys. I'm going to put the link to all of our social media. That's going to have literally everything, everywhere you can find us. From our Amazon storefront to our TikTok to our Twitter. So click on that link and you'll find all the goodies there.
Yeah.
But until next time, I'm Lexi.
And Billy here.
Bye, guys.
Don't stop believing.